proud lord said that I must bow so low.
Welcome back to the Game of Thrones Recap Show. I'm Enrique, your guide to the Game of Thrones, and today I am joined with the one, the only, Ozzy Castro.
Hell yeah, guys, it's great to be back. Enrique, how you doing, man?
A really good episode. I'm still really hyped from this. It was just so good.
Man, you know, the thing is, the episode actually leaked early.
Oh, yeah.
Early, I think it was like a week early where it leaked online. And I was going on YouTube, because I actually like to rewatch scenes from Game of Thrones. And I already had scenes from Season 4, so I had to just scroll up. I couldn't look. I was like, damn it, like, let me scroll up. But it was definitely a really great episode. Probably the best episode so far that we've had this season.
Oh, yeah.
A bunch of stuff went down.
So, let's jump into our first segment. What's the deal with Westeros? And the first place we're going to check out is King's Landing. That's where Cersei meets up with the Iron Bank, and she says the Lannisters always pay their debts. She tells him that the gold will be coming from the Tyrells, and he was very surprised and happy at that. What did you think of this scene?
I think that the Iron Bank and Cersei... It's funny because we actually said this in the last episode. You know, Daenerys underestimates Cersei.
Oh, yeah.
But I feel like Cersei got so arrogant last episode that she also underestimated Daenerys. So, it's both of these women basically underestimating the other one's power.
Yeah.
And... yeah, man. I mean, I think even the Iron Bank kind of underestimates Daenerys because the Iron Bank is basically saying, all right, well, I guess Daenerys is not going to win because she already lost, like, 2 of her armies, so whatever.
The real question is, do you think the Iron Bank will now back Daenerys?
I don't think so.
Or do you think they might back Jon, or do you think they'll just stay out of the conflict?
I think the Iron Bank, there's no reason, there's no profit for the Iron Bank to back Jon. There's no reason, unless... it has to be basically where everybody is behind Jon at that point for the Iron Bank to say, okay, well, this is when we're gonna loan you the funds and everything.
Yeah.
But I think that's like far along the road though. Right now, I still think the Iron Bank is going to support Cersei. Cersei just got done paying them back because we did get. I actually did rewatch the clip again. They did get the gold to King's Landing.
Oh, they did.
Yeah, they did get the gold to King's Landing. So at that point, I do think that the Iron Bank will possibly.
Still back her.
Ooh.
It's gonna be interesting.
It's interesting because, I mean, I don't know where else Cersei will get men. But, I mean, again, maybe the Iron Bank can help her out with that.
Yeah.
Because she just paid her debt with like that, basically. So they're pretty impressed with her at this moment in time.
Yeah. Next place we saw was Winterfell. That's where we saw Bran and Littlefinger's meeting. And Littlefinger gave Bran the knife that was sent to kill him. And Bran freaks him out and says, "Chaos is a ladder," which is a line Littlefinger had at the beginning of the show. But how does he know that? And Littlefinger is going to start understanding Bran's powers, I guess.
Well, I feel like Littlefinger underestimates a lot of people, and especially the Starks, because I remember he was even talking about Ned, where he said that like Ned is hard-headed or something like that. It's you know, a lot of stuff took... well, I actually really like the stuff that really went down in Winterfell, because we actually got a lot of stuff in Winterfell happening. A lot of satisfaction, I have to say.
Including Arya arriving.
Yeah.
Sansa.
Littlefinger needs to watch out at this point in time, because it's to the point where Jon threatened to kill Littlefinger.
Yeah.
Back at that, I think that was episode... back in episode 2, I remember. And then you also have Arya, who does not look happy to see Littlefinger. And you also have Bran, who knows about everything basically now.
Yeah.
So he now has 3 Starks that really don't like him, and he only has 1, which is Sansa, that just tolerates him. What do you think about the battle with that Arya actually had with Bran?
You mean
Bran? Bran, sorry.
Yeah, so many names. Sorry if I mixed anything up.
Sorry about that, guys.
That was incredible, because Arya's like arrived and she said a couple things, but she's kind of been like reverting herself in. Like, she's been like containing all her crazy stuff, all her like action-packed stuff. And then she started letting it out more, and this was her going full on like, I am Arya Stark and I killed everybody. And she was showing off to Brienne in training with Podrick.
Well, I think the thing that's interesting about that is actually the fact that, you know, I remember some of us, I think I was having a discussion with Carlos or maybe somebody else, and the thing that went down was I was saying, like, okay, is she gonna actually be in the battle in the White Walkers? And I feel like now we see that she is very capable.
Oh yeah.
I think she might even be able to give Jon a run for his money. Honestly, I mean, she is so capable at this point. She could have taken out Brienne if she wanted to.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of speculation on what Sansa's really thinking at that point, though, because she's watching the fight alongside with Littlefinger. What do you think is running through her mind as she's watching this fight?
I think she's interested. I want to say she's scared, but I think she's interested about what her siblings have become and how different they're, like, moving on. And I don't think Littlefinger has as much grip on her right now as he has had before.
I think the situation is... I've been reading a lot of stuff. I mean, I've heard that she's jealous. I've heard that she's upset.
I don't think so about that.
And stuff like that. I mean, I've read all around the internet. I think the most accurate thing is she's just shocked at where these two in particular are. Bran, and you see it with Mira Reed, basically. She said to Bran that he died in that cave, which is probably accurate. But Sansa's looking at both her younger siblings now. Like, they have gone through so much, and I don't like to belittle what Sansa's gone through, because Sansa got raped. She was treated like like crap and everything. But Bran saw the Night King. Bran was almost killed by the Night King. His direwolf was basically slaughtered by the Night King's forces. Arya's been with I forgot what that character's name is.
No name. The Waif.
Yeah, the Waif. Lost her sight. Basically learned how to become an assassin. She was stabbed. She should have died, honestly. But we're not going to get into that. But, I mean, basically what I'm trying to get at is both of these characters have gone through so much as well. And I think probably more than what Sansa's gone through. So, I don't know what Sansa's, player... I don't know what she can be at this point. The thing that I can see her doing is leading Winterfell. But the question is, where does Jon go at that point? Because, I mean, Because Carlos and I were talking about it last episode. Again, she is a great leader, and we clearly saw that. But it's just interesting to see. I mean, when Jon comes back, what is she gonna do now? Besides advise him, because again, I don't mind now. I don't really mind advising him, but I would like to see her take on a leadership role.
All right, next place on the map. Next place we saw Dragonstone. Jon shows Daenerys all the caves and the paintings with the Dragonstone or Dragon Glass. Sorry. And Davos makes fun of Jon's possible interest in Daenerys, and Theon arrives. What did we think about all this?
I can see a little bit of flirtation from Daenerys and Jon.
But they're related. As far as we know, they're possibly related. I
mean, look, for this show, I kind of stopped caring because I've basically seen Cersei give this guy a blowjob already. The previous episode, so it's just like, okay, it is what it is, guys. If you haven't gotten used to it for 7 seasons now, I don't know what to tell you. It's a thing in the show, so I don't know why people want to particularly ship it, but I mean, it is what it is.
I could possibly see them getting more flirtatious, and then both of them finding out, and then it would be awkward. It would be like a Theon and Yara situation when they first met. Theon was groping her, and then found out she was his sister. And then he immediately was like, no more of that.
I don't know, man. I mean, both of them are interested in each other, and I feel like she's definitely interested in Jon Snow. I mean, she took that first step, and she really... I can see that she really wants to help him to an extent, because at the end of the day, she does want him to bend the knee, which pissed me off. I was like, come on.
Yeah, they were going so well, and she's like, if you bend the knee. And
I'm like, yo, he literally just showed you all this stuff. Touched your hand, man. But I mean, other than that, I think it was I like the conversation that they both had. Again, I really like. You can see that she clearly cares about what he has to say when she goes up to him. What should I do? I'm losing. How do I win? And he gives her that speech. He's like, look, I mean, I never thought we'd see dragons again. But if you go in there, blowing everything up, you're just gonna be more of the same. You're gonna be like Cersei. So I really like that that she went to him and that he was honest with her. As now we're going towards Theon. That was a really great scene, man. It was so great seeing that them kind of reunite, and it was really great to see Jon just grab him. The only reason why you're still alive is because of what you did for Sansa.
I forget what Theon did sometimes, and then I remembered. I'm like, oh yeah, he betrayed Robb. Basically, ended Robb.
And then he almost he
claimed to
kill Rickon and
took their
Bran.
home.
Yep. I mean, basically, Jon wouldn't be king of the North though if it wasn't for Theon.
I mean,
yes.
Because then Robb would have probably made it.
No, Theon. If Theon didn't save Sansa, it's all basically I mean, it's all basically like this.
It's a big train of
thing.
Events.
Yeah, like if Theon didn't save Sansa, then Sansa wouldn't have told Jon to go save Winterfell.
Yeah.
Because Jon was originally supposed to go south. He was thinking, I'm gonna just go south. So yeah, man, it's crazy. I would actually do it. Thanks, Theon.
Thanks, Theon. All right, never thought I'd hear that. But our last place on the map is the epic battle of the episode at Rose Road, where everyone's chilling there. The Lannisters are moving all the stuff they got from the war, the spoils of war,
Yes.
And they're moving all that stuff, and Bronn of the Blackwater's there, and everyone's just fine, everything's normal, and then all of a sudden you hear Dothraki yelling, and a giant horde of Dothraki come, and and Daenerys is riding a dragon, and Jaime's face when that happened is hilarious.
Jaime and Bronn's face.
Yeah, they were like, oh,
hilarious.
We're screwed.
Because Jaime was just like, we can hold them off. It was so great seeing their reaction.
Yeah.
They did not see this coming. I mean, they said, okay, we can probably take on the Dothraki. Mm-hmm. Maybe. And then the dragon comes, and then they're like, oh crap, man. And it was awesome seeing Drogon wreck shop. I have to say, the CGI in that dragon is amazing.
They've mastered it.
It's so great. Mm-hmm. Damn, it was just such a great battle. Mm-hmm. And especially, and I was thinking about it, they kind of mimicked the cinematography they used for Battle of the Bastards. And
a little bit. I saw some.
And it's not that I even minded. I really liked it because you see Bronn basically like trying to find this weapon to take down
from Qyburn the Scorpion.
Yeah, and you see him basically trying to get to it. And you just see all this mayhem. You see people with basically with the fire everywhere, people burning. It's just an intense scene, and there's mayhem everywhere. So it's really, I really like how the director really kind of mimicked the whole battle scene there. I thought it was one of the, again, it's I don't think it's as great as Battle of the Bastards, but it's right beneath it.
Yeah.
I really did like the battle.
I noticed two character things between Bronn and Jaime, because Jaime, everyone was telling him, get out of here, like, leave, go to King's Landing, but he decided to take on the dragon, which is an interesting choice. He was on, like, a suicide mission there.
He was trying to take on Daenerys.
Yeah, but the dragon's right there. That's pretty dangerous. And also, Bronn, he falls at one point, drops his gold, and he has a choice. He can either go left and take the gold and just leave, or he could go right and get the Scorpion, and he went and got the Scorpion. So that was interesting. So he's getting loyal to Jaime, I guess, in a way. What do you think about that?
I mean, he is kind of loyal to Jaime. I mean, they both have sort of been through a lot, I'd say. And maybe, I mean, Bronn's also been loyal to Tyrion, so. Yeah. I don't know if he was doing it for Tyrion.
Yeah, I want to see both those characters. I want because we know we're going to see the aftermath of this battle with all the ash. I want Tyrion to come down and see both Jaime and Bronn and see their reactions. Because I feel like Jaime would be mad. I feel like Bronn might be a little mad.
Well, let's just see.
We're going to have to
find out.
All right.
I don't know. We still don't know if Jaime survived.
Yeah, I feel like if they were going to kill him, they would have just done it with the fire.
I mean, maybe.
I
mean, it was such an epic way to go. Because I remember Carlos was telling me, he's like, nah, I don't think Jaime's going to die because it has to be epic. And then he was riding towards it. I'm just like, dude, how much epic can you get, man? It's so great. Like, I thought the dragon was going to, like, chew him up or something.
Alright, now moving on to the rankings. We have 4 players this episode. Daenerys, Jon, Cersei, and Jaime. How would you rank these people?
Daenerys is number 1.
Okay.
100%. And then I got to give it to Jaime number 2. Because Jaime almost legit. Like, this man has balls to go up to Daenerys with a fully grown dragon. Jon is number 3, of course. I mean, he really didn't do much this episode. I mean, I did like the stuff that he did, but really not much. And then Cersei 4, again, she's just really confirming that she that she has the Iron Bank behind her.
Yeah.
That's all.
I'd probably go Daenerys number 1, obviously, because she just wrecked shop this episode. She took back what was hers. Then I'd probably go Jon, because, I don't know, he's getting on better terms with Daenerys, and I feel like that's raising his status more.
Yeah.
Then I'd go probably Jaime Cersei.
Jaime
Because
Cersei.
Cersei's still, like, up there, but, like, she lost some this episode.
The thing that I really
She got
respect about Daenerys is Daenerys will actually go and fight.
Yeah.
With her people. Whether you guys say it's ridiculous that she's on the dragon or not, she's still going out there. She could have died.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when that arrow hit Drogon, and then especially when they were shooting arrows towards Drogon. And we can clearly see now that that dragon is very hard to penetrate. So, I mean, I definitely love Daenerys.
So